I'm J-Man from musicmarauders.com. This is Ben, my Wookiee friend. Anders and Mike from Greensky Bluegrass.
Hey.
We're here at Delfest 2010 in Cumberland, Maryland. What are your favorite things about Delfest?
Well, it's the first time here. So far, there's a lot of favorite things. The lineup is killer. Every band I want to hang out with and listen to on a given weekend. You know, sometimes at festivals, it's like some of your friends are there, some bands are like, here, everyone's here, perfect. And then it's like they took the High Sierra model and are doing it on the East Coast. And Del is in charge of it. Right. What do you think?
I think it's great. I think it's a great sized festival. I think it's a great mix of people. Of course, I think the lineup has a lot to do with that. It's a lot of like the traditional side and more from the progressive side and some other great stuff as well.
And how is the response been to your newgrass progressive music, especially when you get around a bunch of like traditional bands in this kind of setting? Are they pretty receptive to the bluegrass sound?
I think for the most part they are, but there's always I understand there's always a group of traditionalists that really like traditional music. I respect that, and those people will normally leave after a while. And the funny thing is, sometimes that can be even more expensive.
Yeah, because we do both things. Like we can kick the pants off of bluegrass and do it right. We'll give you a traditional bluegrass, and we do that, but then we'll also play it for 20 minutes. It'll get weird.
At some distant point in the universe, there was a time where we actually played on one night and wanted to be a bluegrass band.
Really?
We could definitely play a traditional festival.
What triggered that? What triggered that shift? Why
I think personal taste. I think it's like kind of like we all like bluegrass, but being the younger generation, there's a lot of other music that personally that I grew up on and I really enjoyed before I even discovered bluegrass. I had discovered bluegrass when I was in really mid-20s, and before that I was into a lot of other music. And I think maybe just because of that, like a lot of us were band in a similar way. We had other tastes in music before we actually fell in love with bluegrass.
Yeah, the influences is why that happened. And at a certain point, you figure you guys out. You're like, all right, I got this.
Did you guys all individually make decisions to maybe just want to play acoustic instruments? Or it wasn't something like after you guys came together? Did you ever consider that? You guys have always, it's just like an individual thing.
I don't know. I think this is one of those weird things. I was just like, it's almost meant to be in a way. Like I'm not a banjo player by trade, but I was a guitar player for a very long time, and our guitar player Dave actually is an awesome drummer, and him and I had just met randomly in Kalamazoo, and both had just kind of liked bluegrass and started picking together. And
So this is like kind of just what came out of the band.
it's basically like between Paul and Dave and myself, we really kind of like discovered, like for our first 4 to 5 years, we just kind of spent a lot of time discovering the music and learning how to play it. And it kind of was like a group experience because we had never listened to music before, so it kind of someone would buy a bluegrass CD and we would all listen to it and then know it, and somebody else would buy it. And then before you know, you got your Tony Rice, and you got your Old in the Way, and you Old in the Row, and Earl Scruggs, and we Seldom Seen, and all these other like small grass bands that have some amazing figures.
I caught your workshop earlier, and I'm not sure I've ever been to such a raging workshop. It was crowded too. I mean, we're talking, it was what, 10:30 or 11 in the morning or something?
I think they were still drunk.
I'm over from last night.
Don't talk about us that way.
Sorry.
It was awesome.
What are your thoughts on doing workshops like that? And then, I mean, obviously I'm sure most are a little bit smaller and a little bit more calm than that, because that was, like I said, pretty raging.
Well, we did that workshop once before the Strawberry Music Festival. It was called Rock and Roll in Disguise, because they approached us when he played festival, said, do you want to do a workshop, and what do you want to do?
Strawberries.
I'm good. Strawberry Music Festival. Strawberry Music Festival.
Great festival.
Yeah. And so they approached us to do that rock and roll workshop we decided that's what we wanted to do, play all our favorite rock songs, cover tunes.
Right.
And so when Delfest asked us to do a workshop, clicked. And you know, that festival at Strawberry helped us a lot because word spread like wildfire. I mean, you saw what we played. It's cool. It's accessible. It's Grateful Dead, Prince, Talking Heads, I mean, everything like that. And so if you don't know us as a band and you come see that, you don't have to know the words to our songs or anything. You just go in there like, let's go.
It's a gateway basically to what you guys do.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's like
That's interesting.
Yeah, and that's I think that's a big reason why we decided to do that workshop again is because we didn't know what we were going to get into when we started doing this at Strawberry, and before knowing there's like 500 people at the workshop.
Right.
You know, and they're all just like this. They were rocking out. And that's why we wanted to.
And strangely enough, right after our workshop today, someone said, I've never seen a workshop more packed than Delfest. And it was right after our Strawberry.
It caught me off guard. I was shocked. I mean, I walked in and I was like, wow.
Someone said the same thing, like, we've never seen a workshop like this.
Yeah.
But,
And I was like, there was a couple that had camped by the workshop station every single year at Strawberry. And we're here every single year for every single workshop. And we've never seen one that packed, that crazy.
well, and I mean, talking about shooting fish in a barrel, you go to California. You go to California and play a China Rider sound check really loud.
They come out the woods, man. Like, it was strange. Like,
Zombies.
there was like, we started our sound check. By the end of our sound check, there was 150 people there.
Right. Yeah, that's great.
Like, we've been studying.
Well, yeah, I think it's a great way to get people into our music. It's just fun. Because the whole thing with being a band, you're not supposed to play too many covers, and we totally just usurp that by saying, okay, for this we're playing all covers, and it's okay because it's a work show. So it's cool. We love doing it.
What does the McCurry name mean to you guys? That when I say Del McCurry, what do you think of?
Good hair. No,
I kind of
Consistent.
The Godfather.
Yeah.
yeah, totally the Godfather.
No, there's actually one. We opened up Del McCurry band a couple years ago, and down in North Carolina, and we got the pleasure of having dinner with them at this like really fancy French restaurant that was next door to the venue, and they sponsored the event, and so we got this like 5-course meal.
Tell me you
Yeah, he's at the end of the table with like a leather jacket, perched over him like this the entire time, just like he looking at it like, wow, that's like the Godfather. Like, I'm at like a Bluegrass Mafia table, and the Godfather just sitting at the end of it.
There you go, Joe. Yeah, just like that. Ronnie will kill you.
Yes.
Del played with Bill Monroe. I mean,
One of the original
doesn't get much.
I mean, he was the one that really encouraged Del to sing the way he does. Like, if you read the Bluegrass history, he didn't like the way his voice sounded, but Bill Monroe was like, you know what you're doing, you have a great voice.
Right.
And yeah, he kind of nurtured that, yeah.
And they're the most badass band.
Yeah.
Listen to them play bluegrass. That's the way it goes.
That's
like,
the best bluegrass band on the scene.
absolutely.
In my opinion.
And they have been for a long time. And they cross over, which is, they were the first band to. I mean, they played main stage of Monterey.
Right.
And killed it.
We talked about that, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I have the recording of that. And it's
So I saw him play the Fish set, what the first, the Great One.
No, the first one.
Lemon Wheel, was it?
Clipper Ball. So I played Clipper Ball, and it's like,
Or is he? He's outside. He's on stage right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this one. Doing an interview.
This interview is brought to you by musicmarauders.com, and we're back.
And by the staff and crew, Delfest.
Well,
But yeah,
And strawberries.
It's great strawberries.
yeah, and to be invited to this festival, and we've gotten to know the McCurrys a little better over the past years or so.
they're so accessible.
Yeah, well, it's always like, hey, good to see you guys. Hey, I can. But I feel like we've always sort of been on their radar as a band that's doing cool stuff. We're always at the same
It's a good
festivals.
radar.
Something must be working. We're all at the same festivals all the time. And Del used to have this kind of, hey, Del, he's like, hey, good to see you. I mean, he's not like, hey, Andrew, what's up, buddy? It's like, we're not there yet. But,
Always
I heard you just got a new car. How's that working out for you?
but yeah, it means a lot for us to be here, and we hope to be back here a lot.
After what I've seen workshop-wise and on the stage, I assume you guys will be back. So, it's a pleasure talking to you guys today, and I appreciate your time, Anders and Mike, and